let's hang out with another technology ambassador. Hi, I'm Thain. Welcome to another SAP CodeTalk, another CodeTalk which is actually specifically focusing in on the SAP Technology Ambassadors. I'm really pleased to have Karol with me from Waldorf. Karol, thank you for joining me today.
Hello, I'm Karol. I'm working in Waldorf. Yes, that's true. I'm glad to be in this CodeTalk. I think the name needs to be changed to Technology Talk because I'm afraid we'll not really talk about code because I'm not coding actively currently.
That's fine. We cover everything, so that's good. So first of all, I'd like to say, welcome as a technology ambassador. And I'd like to know, as a technology ambassador, what is your involvement in the community?
Right. So I'm glad to be in this technology ambassador community. I call it now a community because we have a lot of technology ambassadors right now. And my involvement in the community, this is for me a long story. I started making code in the community with one colleague, Mike Holes. We created some SDK extensions in the community describing how you can make it or how the customers, partners can make it for our product SAP Design Studio. And this is how my involvement has started. And then I went also for events, SAP Insight tracks, which I still actively supporting and visiting. Supporting meaning bringing some technology news from SAP, and visiting means exchanging knowledge with some others. So this is my involvement currently in the community.
Okay, so actually let's sort of take a step back and get a wider picture. Where have you started at SAP?
Yeah, I started at SAP in development. I think many of us in technology companies are starting actually in the core development. I was a developer for Visual Basic, for Java stack in the NetWeaver platform. Some of you perhaps have this still in mind, our big NetWeaver platform before SAP HANA came into play. And this was my starting days. Then with Design Studio, analysis for Office, I made some non-code related work, which is the project management, delivery management, how we call it. So assuring all the compliance processes at SAP. And this has evolved into my current role where I changed the organization to digital supply chain. And I'm as always making a little bit fun statement. Previously, 14 years, I was analyzing big data, and now I'm in an organization which is producing big data. So for me, a huge change.
Okay, what SAP technology are you really familiar with that you actually sort of evangelize about as your technology ambassador role?
I'm actually familiar with a lot of technology which is sometimes already outdated, like I don't want to say that ABAP is outdated because ABAP is coming back on the SAP Cloud platform, but I started actually in the area of ABAP, Visual Basic, Java, and my last coding was in JavaScript. And this was done on the JavaScript side where we have now the platform which is supporting that. And, the platform, this is where the interesting stuff happens, right? So this is where I stopped, so to say, developing. Currently, I'm more on the technology side itself. My interest is on the mobile side, on IoT, and on the, so to say, UX changes which are caused by the new technology also to the young population.
You obviously love your technology, so I've got to ask you, why did you become a technology ambassador?
That's a good question. So why technology ambassador? I like the community. I like the community because I think with the community, with community events, you can not only hear new topics, but also you can exchange your knowledge with some other colleagues or some partners who are at these events. And being a technology ambassador is a part of the community. So I know that the programs were restructured. We have the mentors, which are currently people outside of SAP. So technology ambassadors are for SAP employees. And my motivation was to be in the community, of course, to use the support of the technology ambassador program, but also give back with some speaks on some conferences outside SAP to talk about the technology.
Okay, what about, obviously with CodeTalk, we don't tend to talk about sort of future stuff that isn't generally available to the folks out there. But what are you currently working on that you could share with us?
Yes, so this lucky stuff that I can talk about that, because this what I'm working on is already announced. It's a design to operate process. Design to operate process is something which is in our unit. We are actually completely covering in our unit the process of the design of the product, starting with 3D models, and then delivering the components to the manufacturing, having the manufacturing done, delivering again the products to the customers with logistics software, with extended warehouse management. Of course, all this process is, so to say, supported by integrated business planning, which is also a cloud product of SAP. And at the end, you have the operate stuff. The operator is taking over maintenance and supporting the customer who bought this project in maintenance and operating this product. So therefore, what I'm doing in this complete story, I'm making project management for a showcase, which we will show on Hannover Messe. So everyone who is wanting to go to Hannover Messe, just visit our location of SAP, and you will see how this process is working in combination between partner hardware, because SAP, of course, is not doing hardware, and our software, which is controlling the hardware.
Karol, thank you so much for hanging out with me on CodeTalk and being an SAP Technology Ambassador. We thank you a lot. And also thank you for giving us a little tour of some of the cool areas in Waldorf.
Yeah, this is last sentence from my side. As an innovative unit, digital supply chain, we have now an innovative building in Waldorf, and therefore I just tried to show you some backgrounds of these meeting rooms, which are quite cool, and yeah, we have a lot of fun on our work.